Good morning. My name is John, and today I want to talk a little bit about my EDC. Now, I am a proponent of revolvers, 357 revolvers to be exact. Although every once in a while I like to have a change, so I bought a 10 millimeter, the Glock 29 SF, and as you see, here it is. Gun is safe, clear, nothing in it. Uh, Pull the trigger, nothing. So what I did is I paid about $550 for this gun, and then I went to my local range and I shot it. It was really, really accurate, better than I normally shoot. I was impressed. So I ended up, before I left, I had them put some night sights on, since this is an EDC. That's what I bought it for. And then I was at a gun show here a couple of weeks ago, and I bought the Fire Dragon barrel. This is a match-ported stainless barrel. I have one in my Kimber, and I must confess it really shoots fine. It's a very nice, accurate barrel. And this is ported. Whether it makes a difference or not, I really can't say. I just know that I'm perfectly fine with it. And I shoot it actually better than I thought I would. And the recoil is very manageable. I mean, the 357 in that light polymer frame Taurus that I have, 5-shot, that thing is a handful. It's really got some snap. This, not so much. It's okay. The recovery's good. I did go, instead of the 180 grain bullets, I did go, and I was in one of my local gun shops, and they had these SWAT bullets. These are 96 grain. They're cranking too, man. They're over 2,000 feet per second, if I remember correctly. But I went and I wanted to make sure that the gun would function with these rounds. So I bought some. They had some 46 grain, and then these 96, or 90, right in the 90s somewhere. So I bought both kinds. So I went to my local range, I'm a member, and I lit up the target with both weights. The gun functioned flawlessly. I thought it might have a problem because it's such a light grain bullet that there might not be enough back pressure from the recoil. But it turns out it functioned really, really well. I've had zero feeding problems with this particular firearm. So between the sights and the barrel and the gun itself, I got over 900 bucks in this thing. But I mean, that's a small price to pay for something that you may have to, and you probably won't ever have to depend on your firearm to save your life. That doesn't necessarily mean that it can happen. It just means that it's not likely to happen. So I've been in some situations where I didn't have a gun and I was a lot younger and I had to defend myself because there's a problem. So, but it turns out I won. But I'm 72 years old. Screw that. I don't want to be in a grappling with some guy with a gun. That's crazy. Can it happen? I have evidence to substantiate the fact that can happen. Will it happen? Probably not. But if you're going to choose a weapon, or a firearm, the NRA hates to use the word weapon. So if you're going to choose a firearm, over penetration is kind of bullshit. I mean, can it be like if you're in your house or something and you're going to, shoot in a confined space at a bad guy and you have other people living in the house, then that's something you need to address. I mean, you're better off shooting a birdshot out of a shotgun. I prefer a 20 gauge, Youth 20, for my close quarters inside the house if I need to. It's an 870, super reliable, really nice little gun. 20 gauge is fine, and I think I'm shooting sixes in it. I don't really remember, but I live alone, so for me, it doesn't matter. I don't have to worry about over penetration or anything like that because there's nothing to penetrate to. So that being said, over penetration is kind of BS. But, of course, if you're shooting a rifle with a steel core like SS-109 or something like that out of an AR, then, I mean, that bullet, it has a tendency to travel and penetrate through different wall, especially like sheetrock provides like almost zero protection. So if you go through some wood long ways, then you're much better off as far as your penetration situation. But all in all, just try to be careful what you're shooting at, and don't put yourself in that position. Can it happen? Sure. I mean, home invasions happen all the time. But that being said, be careful what you do, and be aware and pay attention. Thanks for joining me, and have a wonderful day. See ya. Bye.